Hello, I'm Cameron. I'm an assessor at Sixth Sense Training. Today, we will be focusing on the unit Understanding Legal, Regulatory and Ethical Requirements in Sales and Marketing. When running a business, the satisfaction of staff is paramount to the productivity and efficiency of a company. It is imperative that a successful organisation has proper rules and procedures for staff to resolve any internal issues with discretion and efficiency. Otherwise, the disruption can hinder the overall success of the business. The more valued and respected your staff feel, the more committed they will be to your organisation. This will help to produce a creative workforce who are motivated to achieve your company's objectives. If issues can be resolved internally, then an informal approach can help to minimise the overall disruption to work patterns. Staff should be encouraged to raise any issues with line managers who are responsible for treating each individual case fairly and justly. If staff are given a safe space to raise their issues in an open and understanding environment, then staff relations can be maintained and work patterns can continue to run as smoothly as possible. When an informal approach is ineffective, then an employee can take a more serious approach. All staff should be made aware that formal complaints come with more serious consequences for accused parties, and such procedures should only be used for serious matters. Procedures to help minimise stress and disruption to work patterns include communication. Employees should be encouraged to raise issues with line managers openly and in a relaxed manner. Meetings. Open discussions provide an opportunity to objectively assess the facts and resolve issues promptly. Within any business, there are always rules and guidelines that are installed in order to protect organisations and the people who work there. These guidelines are also in place to protect the rights of the general public. Questions to consider when creating your campaign could be: what effect would your product or service have to the general public? Who ensures that the rights of buyers and sellers are protected? How do these requirements ensure that advertising is deemed socially responsible? These are all important questions which must be considered, or else you or your business could face severe punishment in the form of fines or even imprisonment. The direct connection between products and health shows how governing bodies hold organisations and industries accountable for the effects that their products have on the general public. Such marketing bans brought about a favourable change in smoking behaviours around the UK due to the reduction of exposure to the marketing activities. Internal sources are information that you use in your business, which can be primary information or information that you obtain yourself inside of your own company. Companies can also use external sources to help them make the correct business decisions. All marketers must ensure the reliability of external sources when collecting this type of information. Ethics are primarily concerned with what is right and wrong, and your marketing campaign should always take ethical considerations to ensure that you're acting responsibly and appropriately. Ethics in business and in life often throw up grey areas where it is difficult and confusing to know how it's best to act accordingly. We are all obligated to obey the law, but you should always remember that what is legal is not always ethical, and what is ethical is not always legal. So personal responsibility must always be used. If there is no value in a promise made by one person to another, then relationships between salespeople would result in breakdown due to a complete lack of trust in business. Any sales agreement is a contract of legal necessity which buyers and sellers enter into in order to prevent financial or personal harm to one another. In order to understand the meaning of such agreements, it's important to understand some of the basic principles related to contract law in sales. This has been a tutorial on understanding legal, regulatory and ethical requirements in sales and marketing. Thank you for watching.